What's going on, guys? Just wanted to talk about some of these moves that have been going on. Yeah, so Von Miller signed with the Bills. So the Bills, definitely keep an eye out on the Bills. He signed for 6 years, $120 million a year. So he's going to be doing some big things. That is probably telling me that the Broncos may not be the team this year. The Broncos might take a couple of years to be where they're trying to be. So maybe this signing is showing us that the Bills are that team to beat this year, and it's going to be the Broncos probably in the coming years because they just got Russell this year. They still need pieces. The Texans, they just got a center from Houston. Well, they re-signed their center, I guess. Yeah, all right. Trey Flowers got released by Detroit, so it would be interesting to see if the Patriots go and pick him up. He would love to go there. The Bills signed O.J. Howard from the Buccaneers, so look for the Bills to make some noise. They have two good tight ends. If they keep Knox, now they have O.J. Howard. Right now, it's looking like the Bills are going to have an explosive offense. Look for them to pick up a receiver in the draft to couple with uh, Stephon Diggs, and they also have Emmanuel Sanders, Cole Beasley. They got some guys to play with, so the Bills are going to be looking kind of crazy based on the rig, you know. That's the thing about the rig. They have to stack teams up to make it like worthy, you know, to justify a team being in the Super Bowl. Because if you look at it on paper, it has to make sense. The NFL can't just make anything happen. So Joe Sherbert was released by Pittsburgh to clear $8 million. Anything else big? I'm just looking to see if anything big happened. Chandler Jones got signed by the Las Vegas Raiders, and they signed Mac Hollins. That's a 6'6" receiver right there, big body guy. So they got two guys. Mac Hollins is gonna have a big year. He's a big time receiver when he's healthy, but he's been hurt so much that no one even knows who he is. I know who he is because I'm a football guy like that, and I just know these players like that. But he's a big time guy. If he can stay healthy, he's gonna be something special. I'm just gonna leave it at that. That's if Derek Carr can get the ball to him. All right, let's see here. I'm gonna be doing this every few days, just updating and just giving my thoughts on things. So whatever I say may change based on who signs who or who trades who. So I might think someone is going to win a Super Bowl now, but if a trade happens, I have to change my prediction. You know, that's what the thing is with life. You can't always stay on what you choose. Sometimes you have to change your mind. Things happen in life. You can't always be on what you spoke on. Sometimes it's not the same. And look at this. Julio Jones got released, freeing $11 million. So whoever gets Julio Jones, if he goes to the right team with the right quarterback, if he doesn't chase the money and looks for a team with a quarterback, he can have a big year. Potentially, he can go back with Matt Ryan on a lesser contract. I would love to see him with Tom Brady. Brady would love a Julio Jones. I think Julio can get revitalized by a guy like Brady. Let's see what happens. If Julio goes to the Buccaneers, it's set in stone. But let's see what happens with that situation. Let's see what the Rams do with OBJ. They're talking about keeping him, but you never know. They said they were going to keep Von Miller, and now he's heading to New York. All right, let's see. Shaquille Barrett. He got a signing bonus. Oh, they restructured him. And then we already know about Carson Wentz. Zadarius Smith went back to Baltimore. Zadarius Smith started in Baltimore and then signed with the Packers, and now he's back in Baltimore. I love when players go back to where they started. I don't know. There's just something about that. Yeah, so we have that. I'm just trying to see if there's anything else big worth talking about. We know about Amari Cooper on the Browns, but we don't know who their quarterback's going to be. I mean, they have Amari Cooper. They're talking about getting Deshaun Watson. If they do get Deshaun Watson, that whole entire conference except for the Steelers, is just crazy. It's going to be hard to predict any game next year. So we got to keep on an eye on the draft and just see where all these quarterbacks end up. There's a bunch of quarterbacks that are going to be starters that were sitting as backups last year, and there's going to be rookies. We got Khalil Mack on the Chargers, so that's going to be a huge help to them. Nick Kwiatkowski's got released by Las Vegas. Danny Trevathan. They got these designated and released by Chicago. So let's see where he goes. He can go back to the Broncos. You never know. And that's basically it. So right now it's looking like the Bills are building something big right now. When you get a big piece like Von Miller, that's huge. But they got Von Miller, O.J. Howard. They're looking good right now. So in the next coming days, let's see where Julio Jones goes. I'll keep you guys posted. Thanks for watching.